Yes, so today I'm going to discuss the concept of intervals. First, let us see what is meant by interval. The set of numbers between any two real numbers is called interval. So here you can observe that the two intervals, one is closed interval and second one is open interval. What is meant by a closed interval? Let us suppose that x belongs to this is the symbol for closed interval. X belongs to closed A. What is the meaning of that? That is both A and B both are included. Let us take example. Suppose X belongs to 3 and 5 closed interval. What is the meaning of this here? In between 3 and 5, every element is belongs to X, including 3 and 5. So including 3 and 5, if both are included, then we can say that is it comes under closed interval. Now let us go to the open interval. Open interval means X belongs to open A. This is the symbol for open. What is the meaning of that? X such that A is less than X less than B. What is the meaning of this? That means in between A and B, everything is there except A and B. Let us take example. X belongs to open 3 comma 5. What is the meaning of this? That is in between 3 and 5, every point, if that is every number is there except 3 and 5. So this comes under that is open interval. Now what we discussed here, what is meant by interval? What is meant by interval? The set of numbers between any two real numbers is called interval. So now let us see here, x belongs to 3 comma 5. So this how to write this interval? Now you are observing that closed interval and open interval. What is meant by closed interval? Closed interval means that means x belongs to 3 comma 5. 3 and 5 both are included. X belongs to open 3 comma 5. That means what is the meaning of this? That is including that is 3 and 5 except 3 and 5 everything is there. So now let us go to the next one. Semi-open or semi-closed. So what is the meaning of that? That means X belongs to closed AB. What is the meaning of that? X such that A is less than or equal to X less than. So now what is the meaning of that? That is in between A and B. That means A is included, B is not included. Let us suppose here X belongs, let us take example. That means 3 closed and 5 open. What is the meaning of that? That means here in between 3 and 5, at 3 it is closed and 5 it is open. Now second one, X belongs to open A, closed B. What is the meaning of that? X such that A is less than X, less than or equal to B. What is the meaning of that? That means A is not included, B is included. So that means what you can say here, in between A and B, A is not included, B is included. Let us take example here. X belongs to 3 open, 5 closed. So what is the meaning of that? In between 3 and 5, that means 3 is not included and 5 is included. Now here we are observing that only lie between, that means in between X belongs to 3 to 5. That means in between we are thinking about the in between. Suppose it is does not lie between, how to represent that is. Now let us see here. A set of all real numbers can be expressed as that we let us suppose it is R. So what is the meaning of that R? R is nothing but set of real numbers. How to write the set of real numbers? That is minus infinity to plus infinity. Now let us see here. What is the meaning of that? X belongs to minus infinity to A union B to infinity. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? In this, let us suppose it is A and B. That means what is the meaning of that? Minus infinity. Here left hand side minus infinity, right hand side plus infinity. That means minus infinity to A union and B to infinity. So that means the value of X is does not lie between A and B. That means less than A. This is nothing but less than A and greater than b. This also can be written as r minus of closed AB. Now let us see another one. X belongs to minus infinity to closed A union closed B to infinity. So what is the meaning of this? Same idea here. That means here A is included and B is included. In the previous case here, A is not included, B is not included. So that can be written as R minus of open AB. It's a very simple idea. Now let us see here. That means here what actually here saying in between minus infinity to a, that means including a is also included, and here b is also included. That means how to write in total entire real number set minus open ab. It is nothing but this is open ab. This is open ab. This is, that means in this area is not r minus of this one. So how to write r minus of this one? R minus open AB. Now in the case of previous one, minus infinity to A and B to infinity. In such case, what it can be written as, that means here minus infinity to A. That means A is not included and here the B is not included. How to write? In entire total minus infinity to plus infinity. In fact, entire R minus we are subtracting, that is closed A and closed B. So let us see next one. The inequalities. You see the inequalities, it means A is less than or equal. What is less? What is the meaning of A is less than or equal to B? That means either A is less than B or A is equal to B. That means let us take example of this. Let us take example. So that means here x is less than or equal to 2. What is the meaning of x is less than or equal to 2? That means either x equal to 2 or x is less than 2. Now let us see second part. A is less than B and B is less than C. So when A is less than B and B is less than C, that means A is less than C. Example. Let us take example. Example. Let us suppose x is less than 2 and x is less than 2 and x is less than 2 and 2 is less than 4. 2 is less than 4. So therefore, what we can write it as x is less than 4, you can write it. Now let us next. Third case, you see, that means when A is less than B, that means if you multiply with it, you see, if the both sides are multiplied by a negative number, the inequality sign changes. So previously, you see, that means A is less than B. If you multiply with minus, this inequality changes. Previously, it was less than is there. Now it is greater than. Let us take example of this. So that means, let us suppose 2 is less than. 2 is less than. If you multiply with minus, that means minus 2 and minus 3. So in between minus 2 and minus 3, which one is bigger one? Minus 2 is bigger one. So definitely, that if you multiply with minus, inequality changes. So that means what is saying, the both sides are multiplied by a negative number, the inequality sign changes or reverses. That means changes or reverses, both will be the same idea. Now let us see here. This is very, 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 very important. That means A is less than B and C is less than D. Then you can say that then A plus C is less than B plus D. Let us take example of this. That means 2 is less than 3 and that is 4 is less than 6. Okay, 2 is less than 3 and 4 is less than 6. Then what you can say here, you can say 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is less than 3 plus 6. What is the 2 plus 4? 2 plus 4 is less than 6. 6 is less than 8. Is it correct or not? Yes, it is correct. Next, another one, what is saying? This is very, 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 very important. A minus D is less than B minus C. A minus D. What is A here? What is A here? That means 2. What is that? A minus D less than B minus C. What is A here? A is 2. 2 minus. What is the D here? B is, that is, what is the D here? 6 is less than B minus C. What is the B here? 3 minus 4. So therefore, what is the meaning of this? That that is minus 4 is less than minus 1. Is it correct or not? Minus 4 and minus 1. So minus 4 is the smaller one compared to the minus 1. So therefore, now let us see the last one. You see, when A is less than B, if you multiply a constant, that positive constant, inequality will not change. Example, you see, already we did the previous one. Let us suppose 2 is less than 4. Yes, definitely you can say 2 is less than 4. Now I am going to do both the sides. I am going to multiply with a positive. Let us suppose 3 into 2 is less than 3 into 4. Is it correct or not? That is 3 2s are 6 less than 12. So that definitely 6 is less than 12. Yes, if you multiply, what is saying here, if you multiply with a positive number, inequality will not change. Inequality will be the same. Suppose if you multiply with a negative number, let us suppose example, 2 is less than 4. If you multiply with minus 2, suppose if you are minus 3, minus 2 into 3, and here minus 3 into 4. So then what is that? What is that minus 2? It is nothing but minus 6. And this is minus 12. So which one is bigger one? Minus 6 is bigger. So that means if you multiply with the minus constant, then inequality changes. That is the last idea. That means now let us see. When A is positive and 0 less than A less than B, that means A to the power of R is less than B to the power of R if R is greater than 0. What is the meaning of? Now let us see. Already you know that 2 is less than 3. Yes, 2 is less than 3. Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to do squaring on both sides. If you do, because R is a positive number. So therefore you can say I'm going to raise the power. That means 2 square, 2 square, 3 square. What is the 2 square? 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. So therefore you can say that 4 is less than. That means if R is a positive, inequality will not change. Same inequality will be there. Suppose in the second case, A to the power of R is greater than B to the power of R if R is a negative. Let us take example. That is 2 less than 3. Then what I am going to do here? R is equal to minus 2. If you say R is equal to minus 2, that is 2 power minus 2 and 3 power minus 2. It is nothing but 1 by 2 square and it is 1 by 3 square. 1 by 2 square is nothing but 1 by 4 and it is 1 by 9. So therefore, which one is bigger one? 1 by 4 is the bigger one. Definitely the inequality changes. So therefore, today's class, what I'm going to say, this inequalities